got another DeWalt nail gun that's not working quite right. This is a DCN623. It's a 23 gauge pin nailer. It was shooting proud, so the first thing I wanted to double check is to make sure that it was not a matter of adjustment. So I let the adjustment go all the way to the front and all the way back just to make sure that nothing was stuck or anything in there. Everything looked like it was working fine, so put the batteries back in there and gave it another test, and the results were pretty much identical. Now, because everything appears to be very uniform, I don't believe there's an issue with any kind of power or anything. It has to do with the striker. Something's going on with it. It's probably broken or something else happening to it, and that's the reason why it's not driving correctly. Now, to get to the striker, you just got to take the back off. Nothing complicated here. 4 screws, they come out, and then the back pops off, as you can see in a couple of seconds here. This is the striker. It looks like it has some real serious wear marks and a little bit of coloring, which makes me believe that somebody probably tried to put on a grinder and straighten it out when it broke, and that's the reason why it is in this condition. And it sits in there, it's magnetic, you can just pop it out. Now, when you compare it to a new one, you can see it pretty much immediately that the portion that's missing is about the same length as the piece of the nail that's taken out. So we know it's a lot shorter, and that's likely the reason why it's not able to drive the nails all the way through. So, you can put it back in there and then put the whole thing in. I prefer to just put the striker in because it has that gasket, and you really don't want to pinch it or cut it, because if you have the cover on the back, it's kind of hard to tell. So you can put it in there, then put the cover on the back, and put your 4 screws back in, and you're pretty much ready to test it. This is pretty much a basic fix when it comes to this nail guns. And once everything is back in there, you can close it up, get yourself some nails, put them in there, put the battery back in, and test it again. I'll shoot a few nails, make sure that there's no issue, and as you can tell, nothing's sticking up. Everything's in there. We just need a soft tip so we don't mar the wood. But aside from that, this is ready to go back to work. And that's it. Have a good one.